let's start with f of x equals 1 divided by x. This time the value of k will no longer be the coefficient in front of my function, but the k value is here within my function. I have g of x equals 1 divided by x minus k. My k value is 0, and so realistically right now, g of x equals 1 divided by x. I notice that both of my functions are on top of each other. I'm going to change the value of k, and watch what happens. My vertical asymptote is going to move to the left for these k values that are positive, and when I move my k values to the negative side, my vertical asymptote moves to the left. Let's take a closer look at this. Here I'm starting with f of x equals 10 times 1 divided by x. Here is my graph, and here is my table of values. In this one, I have decided that k is equal to 3. So let's look at my function. 10, I'm substituting in this 3 right here for k, times 1 over x minus 3. What do I notice about my graph and about my table of values? I have x minus 3 here. My k value is a positive 3 because the initial equation had a minus sign here. I notice that my vertical asymptote here is at 3 because it is undefined, and I have a vertical asymptote here at x equals 3. This is a horizontal shift. Right 3 units. Now, let's take a look. When I move this to a k value that is now not a positive 3, but a k value of negative 3. I see I have a k value of negative 3. I'm going to substitute it into my equation. Let's erase that. 10 times 1 over x minus a negative 3. You may see people write this as 10 times 1 divided by x plus 3. Although you see a plus 3 here, I want you to remember that the value of k was initially negative 3. So what happens? My vertical asymptote is here at negative 3. It's undefined. And I can see right here that this is x equals negative 3. Remember, this undefined piece tells me where my asymptote is. If I were to put in a negative 3 for my value of x, I would be dividing by 0, and I can't do this. This is what we call a horizontal shift. Left 3 units.